Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to iron on a onesie, and this is several different layers here between regular iron-on and glitter, and as well as the pants and a little hat. Now the hat, you will see in the video where I messed up and got some adhesive that was stuck on my Teflon sheet on here and kind of messed this hat up. As well as you'll see where I've overlapped plastic, and it'll show you what not to do. Now what I did was I just took my little circle punch here and I just took my glitter iron-on and just kind of punched some of these circles out. So just think about that too. If you guys got some punches, you can also use that with your vinyl just to punch out whatever you need. But what I did was just cut out some little dots to kind of cover that and just evened it up. What I should have done was taken those dots and did it in the same colors as these and then mixed the dots up. But hey, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get started. So I've already got everything laid out, kind of layered how I'm wanting it to be, so I kind of know where it's going to go. What I'm going to do is set these out of the way, and we're going to work on the shirt first. What I'm going to do is this part of the onesie with the buttons, I'm just kind of hanging it over the edge of my press here. And so I kind of know where I want this to be. I'm just going to make sure I get it kind of evened up here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and get some of this moisture out of the onesie. Just kind of pressing it just a little bit. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is just kind of line this up here, kind of figuring out exactly where I want it to go. So say that I'm pretty happy with it right about here. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and peel the other layers off, just leaving the one layer on. So now we're ready to go. So you're gonna see that these are gonna be up here kind of by these points here. We're not gonna get anywhere near the neckline. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my press. I've already got it ready to go. You're gonna see that we have these pieces here. It's gonna be fine. As I put it down, I'm going to kind of push here because that's where it's at. I'm gonna hit go. All right. So now I'm just going to go ahead and peel this one here. So as you can see, it did not, there was no interference at all. Just because you had these little pieces with the arm, it still did exactly what it needed to do. I didn't have to get up here by the neckline. Like I said, throw this piece over the edge at the bottom. And if you're going to be doing one that is smaller than this, same thing, just kind of move it down and just try to work away from these areas. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and layer my next piece in. So once I have that exactly where I need it to be, I'm going to go ahead and come back in and hit go. Once again, I'm just kind of pushing here at the top where it's needing to go because it's not down here, it's actually on this side. So I'm just pushing down on this side. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and peel the next layer. All right, so this next one is glitter. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it down. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and bump my iron up to 340. Okay, so now we are ready for the glitter. It's at 340, and we're gonna be doing this for 20 seconds. I'm gonna do the same thing, just kind of lining it up, just keeping it on the part that needs to be done. I'm going to push down. All right, okay, so what I'm going to do is we're ready to go ahead and peel this off. All right, so I need to bring it back down. Now my iron is still at 336, so I'll probably go ahead and bump it anyways. I just won't do the full 30 seconds. I'll do 20 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on there now. So I'm going to push down, hit go, pushing down on the part that I need done. All right, I'm going to go ahead and peel. While I wait for it to go back up, I'm going to go ahead and start lining up my next piece. What I'm going to do to show you guys, you would just take your Teflon sheet and cover up the other side here. Take your iron and then push down, hit go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and peel this back. So now I've got my next piece. This is the unicorn horn, and it's gonna lay down right in the between here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that down. So what I'm gonna do, since I've got that, I'm just gonna recover up these pieces right here with that same piece that just came off of it. I'm going to just try to put it down just on these pieces here. Like I said, once again, you could always, if you wanted to feel more comfortable, you could cover this with a Teflon sheet. I'm gonna hit go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off. All right, so this is what the onesie is looking like, just like that. So that's how you would take something and do it several times. But like I said, just because there's these pieces right here, it didn't interfere at all. But what I did, like I said, just kind of keep the buttons out of the way, and I'm working down from this way anyways. But you will have smaller onesies for like the newborns and stuff, and you just want to kind of hang this over the edge is all you really have to do. And you've seen I did that with no pressing pillows or anything like that. So there's the onesie. So now let's go ahead and work on the pants. So I'm going to work on one side at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ironed out here. And we're currently getting our temp ready to go, so it's dropping back down to the 305. So now what I'm gonna do, these are gonna go just like they were for the knees. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just kind of placing them right here. So I'm gonna get this one going here. And then I'm gonna want this one in the same spot. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get this one ironed out here as well. Pulling out any moisture. All right, so I'm gonna try to line this one up in the same area, kind of like this, just like that. All right, so it's ready to go. So what I'm gonna do, because of this piece here, I'm gonna do one side and then the next. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get my iron down here, hit go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side. Hit go. And while this is going, I'm going to go ahead and just peel this piece off. All right, move this out of my way. Now I'm going to go ahead and bump this up to the 340. And while we wait on that, we're going to go ahead and get our glitter lined up exactly where it needs to go. Just like that. All right, it's ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one side. And we need 20 seconds, so I'm gonna stop it at the 10 seconds. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and all right, so now I'm gonna work on the other side. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and peel this side. All right. So that's what our pants looks like. So now you have the onesie and the pants. So that's what that looks like, just like that. And once again, you may not be doing this design, but just showing you to kind of give you some ideas of what you can do or how to do it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set these guys out of the way, and now we're gonna work on the hat. So while we're waiting on our temp to get back where it needs to be, we're gonna go ahead and get our hat down here. Now for the hat, you can see that you've got this little piece right here, and it's sewn on, and it has these little pieces, but I think it's gonna be completely fine. So what I'm going to do is figure out exactly where all of my regular vinyl needs to go, and then we're gonna do our glitter. So I have everything where I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these top pieces out of the way. Okay, so now we have all of our regular pieces where they need to go. We have our temperature almost back down to where it needs to be, but I think it's good enough, ready to go. It's about 315, so we're gonna hold it down for 30 seconds. I'm just gonna push down right in the center. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these peeled. Oh, I put that right underneath it. All right, so just like I have showed you guys before, that you really don't want to, you want to make sure that none of your plastic gets under each other. So that's exactly what I did. So you can see that this is what happens if you don't pay attention to your plastic. So I just ironed that right on top of that plastic. But I'm going to move forward anyways. I could always just hurry up and cut out another little yellow piece, but you know, I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut this out of the way here. Just like that. Just do like a half and half and it'll be fine. So it's no big deal, but really all I had to do was go back and cut another piece of yellow and just lay it right on top of that, trim it off, and then lay it right on top. So what I'm going to do for this one, just to protect everything else, I'm just going to kind of block everything else, go back over it again, holding straight down. So now all I've got to do is move that out of my way here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this. Now, obviously, I had something sticky on my Teflon sheet, so make sure that your Teflon sheet is clean. I'm not having good luck with this hat, but you get the point. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and layer on all these glitter pieces. I'm going to get my iron back up to 340 for 20 seconds. All right, so now that I've got everybody where it needs to go, I'm just going to go ahead and get my iron straight down. All right, so now we're ready to peel our pieces here. So as you can see with the hat, and I really should have done like a gold or something with my horn, but this one has like a holographic to it. So it looks a lot different in person, but I really should have done something besides silver because of this being gray. But right here you can see that I had something sticky on my Teflon sheet, like some type of adhesive. So I just pushed that right down. So make sure your Teflon sheet's clean, so that's a lesson to be learned. And then make sure that you don't layer plastic. So that's what happens when you do that. Now, like I said, I could have just cut it down to this point, relayered it with another piece of the yellow, and you would have never even noticed this little piece under here, but I just wanted to proceed forward because of the video. Okay, so what we have now is our hat, our cute little pants. Okay, so now you can see how cute that is. You can see our cute little onesie with our cute little pants and our cute little hat. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Like I said, you could see that this was layers, and it still went on there really good. And if you really wanted to press over it one more time, you could do the Teflon sheet on top and push down a little bit more, because I have a lot of people that get concerned about that, but I've always just done it without the Teflon sheet, the extra, and it's done just fine. So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.